So today we're going to talk about this car. We're not going to derby it because you can see that we've already ripped most of the floor out of it. So this one here I just bought. A guy told me he drove it for 6 or 7 years. This is what single bachelor guys can put up with. Big holes in the floorboard, no carpet, no back seats. He told me he did all this to get better fuel economy while he was driving it. I don't know if the radio was like that. Look at the steering wheel he's got, Fast and Furious, with nitro buttons on it. He said he even removed the shifter knob to get the better fuel economy. Like this is crazy. I don't even know what this switch does. And then you come underneath here. He's painted the valve cover red. Got rid of the catalytic converter because he told me that it was stopping his fuel economy, so he put a stainless header on it, which was cheaper, and then he switched out the whole factory intake for a much older B series intake on this. He says it gets better fuel economy and it stops an idle problem. He cut the air conditioning out of it. He cut all the extra weight out of it that is not needed. The battery has been relocated. This guy here drove this car for like 6 or 7 years, he told me, and tried to get the best fuel economy he could out of it. I couldn't believe that he actually drove this thing. There's nothing left to it. Like, look how rusty the frame is back there. It looks like he's, I don't know, it looks like he's cut everything that's not necessary out of the car. But yeah, he took all the interior out of it to try to get better fuel economy. But just trying to pull it off of my trailer, you can see what we did just pulling this thing off my trailer. So we will not be derbying this car, but we will be cutting the roof off of it to fill it up with a whole bunch of other scrap. So let's get out all the stuff that can't go to the scrap yet. Well, can, but just has to be separated, like the brake discs and all that fun stuff, and all the batteries. And he did put in this nice big chunks of copper, so we're going to be taking that out as well. He's got a battery box back here, and then we're going to be filling this thing up. I don't know why the guy just didn't cut the roof off. If he cut the roof off, he'd probably get even more weight reduction. I must have cut 20 pounds of steel out of the roof of this thing. But I'm just doing this so it's easier to load, because now we have the Walden. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this thing, because I did try to lift a car with it, and it wasn't doing the best of job lifting a car. But just so you guys know, she is a quick start. There we go. Come on. Oh, come on. You want a little bit more than that, don't you? Maybe turn down the fuel a bit. So now you guys kind of see why I really like this thing. It can help me load all this crap into cars, but then you see why I don't like it. It's because then I'm just gonna start beating the shit out of cars. So yeah. Anyway, we got the Civic pretty much loaded here. We got the lawnmower in there. We got the old forks off the Walden in there. Tight fit, you know, but they do fit. Let's see if this door still opens, you know, just Honda quality, right? Yeah, that's perfect. But we still have a lot of stuff to throw into here. So yeah, let's get filling this car up some even more. Well, the weather's been getting shittier and shittier. It went from snow to rain to hail to rain to some cold, hailish rain that's going on right now. But we have this thing on the trailer tied down. We got a lawnmower, we got the old forks, we even got a Camry motor and subframe. I don't remember what that motor was out of, but I kind of stole parts off it. So it was missing the belt tensioner, and it was missing the intake, and it was missing the throttle linkage. And you know what? I don't remember where it's from. It sat in that garage for probably 4 years. Sub's still good, but just scrap it. So that's going over the scales. And we got it all loaded. It's pretty much ready to break in half, which is kind of impressive. You can see it just changed the snow again. But yeah, we got it all loaded. We got a couple of pieces of fence in the back of the truck, and she's about ready to go over the scales tomorrow morning. Like, I don't know. I don't even want to open the doors. It's loaded, guys, trust me. But yeah, unfortunately this thing was just a little bit too rusty to do anything with. There's going to be plenty of other cars. Earl is sitting outside. If you guys remember Earl, I don't like Earl no more. Earl's for sale. So if you guys want Earl with no motor, there she sits, or there he sits. But anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you back here later on Zach's Workshop.